When I first heard the price of these headphones, I was a little baffled, I'm not gonna lie. Over here in Canadian dollars, it's $7.79. $7.79? Are you kidding me? While I was in the mall, I just casually walked into the Apple store and there I saw them on display. So I went up and I'm like, hi, can I try these? I tried them on and it was just the coolest feeling. You know how busy Apple stores are, you know how loud they can be. When I put those headphones on, I could not hear anything and it felt so weird. Obviously now I'm more used to the sound and for me it's definitely not a big deal anymore, but back then I distinctly remember that feeling of, oh my goodness, what is this? That piqued my interest, obviously. That, along with the fact that I absolutely love head accessories. Ever since I can remember, I've always been into head accessories, whether it's baseball caps or earmuffs. Earmuffs were a really big one. I went through that whole phase. And then I also had wireless headphones previously before this. Those were actually one of my early days when I was first getting into listening to things online. So initially I wanted white headphones and that's what I looked for. I spent days, weeks scouring the internet. I love that sleek, minimalist type of aesthetic that comes with white. I've really been looking towards neutral colors, or shades, I guess. Whites, blacks, beiges. I feel like if you have a white pair of headphones or a black pair, you can wear them with any outfit easily. I ended up buying these headphones from Amazon, and the reason for that was because I had pretty big gift cards for Amazon that I had been gifted, and so I thought, like, why not? Like, it logically makes more sense to buy it with a gift card, right? Because I had nothing for Apple. So when I went onto Amazon, Amazon.com, I actually found them for, I believe, $200 cheaper, and that was pretty crazy, and I was like, whoa! But, of course, they were sold out. The white ones, anyway. So I looked and looked and looked, and I finally came across these blue ones. And I thought, do I want blue ones? Not really. But do I want headphones? Do I need headphones? I definitely needed a new pair of headphones. So, yes, definitely. Now, to answer the question, AirPods or AirPod Maxes. So, I think you can't really draw a comparison between these. It's kind of like comparing apples to oranges based off of function. Ultimately, it depends on what you want to use them for. So in terms of sound quality, definitely the headphones. Obviously the headphones. I mean, that makes sense, right? But we all know that. Like, that's expected based off of the horrendous price and also the fact that they're headphones. But now, in terms of function, I would say it really varies. So I still keep my AirPods for things like working out, because I have tried working out with these and they do not work out very well. I feel like they're constantly slipping off of my head and it's not a great feeling. And also when I'm sweating, I would rather not wear these because it feels kind of gross. So yeah, definitely wearing AirPods while I'm working out or going for a run, something that involves more intense physical activity. I would definitely recommend AirPods instead of headphones. But if you're looking for general sit down at the cafe or the library or school or someplace with your music or whatever you are listening to, I would recommend these headphones because the way that they cancel out the sound, I think that's the most important part. One thing you have to remember though is a product is never going to make you productive unless you do your part. Okay, so if you're ordering these headphones to be more productive, think again, because that's not going to work until you change something within you. I bought these as sort of a reward for myself. This was definitely too big of a reward. I definitely didn't deserve these as a reward. But when I got them, I was in this phase of my life where I was working on myself now, progressively, and I was definitely changing my habits. I was trying to focus more, trying to be more productive, and so I guess buying these kind of ended up being a good decision because they definitely did help me focus better. I definitely struggle with focus a lot in school, especially. I cannot work in school. It is extremely difficult. I used to be someone who loved noisy environments, but these past few months, I definitely started to prefer the quiet more. I remember going to the library and being able to work pretty consistently for hours, like 3-4 hours at a time. So at this stage in my life, they were perfect because when I'm sitting in class, and it's noisy, or I need a break because things can get overwhelming sometimes, right? I put these on and it feels like the world just becomes quieter, much more peaceful all of a sudden. And that's why if you ever see me at school, you'd probably see me constantly wearing these. Another reason why I bought these, and I'm gonna be very honest about this, is because it's a fashion staple. It's a fashion statement. Like, obviously that influenced my decision. If I, it's like I've been seeing them again and again and again on the internet, and when you see something like 50 times over the span of several months, you end up wanting to buy it. I mean, I tried my best to not let that convince me to buy them, right? Because I can recognize that, hey, this is what happens. Influencing totally happens, and it's not a great thing, especially based off of random TikTok trends, is definitely not great, and I totally recognize that. But I think based off of my past with head accessories, like, I've always been someone who just loves wearing things on her head, and so for me, this was absolutely perfect. And the work bonus, being able to focus more, was simply an additional bonus. I didn't buy these to work 100%, but definitely once I bought them, I was like, okay, Lila, now you better start working, and working hard, because this cost a hell of a lot of money. Even with your gift cards, you could have used those gift cards on something else. So, like, I gotta get my stuff together, and I feel like I kind of have started to get my stuff together. I don't know if it's IB12. I think it is. Once you get to IB12, I guess everybody's work ethic changes drastically, right? I'm seeing it in kids around me. Like, over the summer, we all grew, we all learned, and we all changed our work habits because the stress is slowly getting up there. So I definitely think that a part of my change in work ethic is my growth as a person and going into senior year. But another factor could also possibly be these headphones. Ever since I've started using them, it's just a way for me to escape very, very quickly from the rest of the world, and like completely hone and narrow my focus down on what needs to be done within the moment. And I think that being able to do that is a really powerful thing, especially during school. So overall, do I recommend these headphones? Again, depending on what you use them for. If it's general use, such as working during school, working at uni, or in a cafe, or editing, or whatever it is you want to do, I think they're great for that. Even if you just want them for leisure, honestly, like, I mean, I wouldn't recommend buying $700 headphones if you want to watch Netflix, because I'm pretty sure you can do that with anything else. Now, let's talk about sound cancellation. I'm going to show you the settings on my phone and how they look. So as you can see over here is sound cancellation, and then there's a toggle for transparency. So transparency is as it sounds, and so you can partially hear people, but it's also partially focused on you. So I guess semi-noise canceling. Noise cancellation, and this is my favorite one, obviously, everybody's favorite one, is where you usually cannot hear people. And this one is quite true. I think for the most part, I cannot hear people. And if I can, it's like very, very little white noise in the background. If I just need to quickly focus on something for a few minutes, a certain task, I don't know, even if it's like cleaning up my room, it's just, I'll pull them up and I'll actually do the work and get it done. And a part of that comes from the fact that I have been building my routine these past few months, but also because of the amazing sound cancellation that comes with these headphones. Do I recommend based on the price? Absolutely not. The price is horrendous, and I think for a company like Apple, it's just wrong. I know it's very high quality technology. I think the quality of these headphones definitely lived up to its standards. However, However, I think this is a very big company, and if they wanted to, they could make them just a tiny bit more affordable for their consumer base. But from a business standpoint, it's obviously a great decision for them. And, you know, they've managed to turn it into a fashion staple. I haven't seen a lot of influencer marketing. Like, I think a lot of people on the internet that are making these videos, including me, are not being paid for this. You know, they're just making them because it's now a staple officially. Like, I'm making these because I know people are genuinely interested in knowing whether or not these are actually worth it, right? And I'm making this for fun, obviously. Like, that's pretty cool to think that Apple doesn't even need to pay, and it's just like they can create a product and that product will kind of inevitably do the promotion for them. That's kind of scary but cool at the same time. I think that's about it. Oh, are they heavy? So this is another question that I've been getting. Are they heavy? Are they uncomfortable? They are kind of heavier than other headphones I've had. I mean, it makes sense what they're made out of. Like, overall, when I wear them, I think they're pretty comfortable. Oh, and then another interesting part about these headphones was I don't believe you can adjust these headphones. With other headphones, you have to pull them up or down and adjust them to your head size. Well, you don't have to do that with these. And I think that's, when I first tried them on, I was like, what is this? What the hell is this? Like, I hated it. I'm not even joking. I was like ready to return these almost. But then after wearing them for maybe a couple days, I actually realized that it was way more convenient because as soon as I put them on my head, they just adjust to my head. They just adjust automatically. Yeah, it's super cool. They also have a feature in the phone where you can like adjust them based off of your ear shape. I haven't tried that. I think they've worked fine without it. Yeah, I haven't really gone into the whole extreme tech side of these things. Like, I literally got them a few weeks ago. As long as these serve their basic purpose, which is noise cancellation to the next level, hopefully, I think I'm good. I don't think I would have paid $779 for this plus tax. I do not think they're worth that much. If I didn't have the Amazon gift cards, I don't think I would have ordered them. So I guess you can keep that in mind. Like, they are still pretty expensive, and there's a lot of other tech equipment you can buy for the same price. Let me know if you want anything else. Stay tuned for a Blue Yeti review. Should I start doing ASMR with this? No. Peace.